The reason why you have an addiction to sex, to porn, or on the other side, you're completely uninterested in sex is because an imbalance in your sacral chakra or your swadhisthana, or because it's completely closed, so the energy cannot flow up. I've explained in other videos about your pranic tube, and the pranic tube is a real thing that we have energetically that connects. We have a tip on the top here and a tip at the bottom of our sacrum, and it connects the earth energy to the heavens energy. Like literally we become a bridge. But when we are blocked within ourselves, that energy tries to make its way in, but it cannot come. So if this is imbalanced, it blocks, or it just creates deviation of energy here where it cannot freely flow upwards. Hi, my name is Myriam, and I have been teaching and practicing yoga for over 21 years, and that led me to a couple of brutal spiritual awakenings that completely transformed my life in every single area of it. And now I'm teaching and coaching about conscious manifestation, Kundalini awakening, and spiritual alchemy. So your sacral chakra, the majority of people associate this just with sex. Like that is just the area of sexuality. But that is a very limited concept of this wonderful chakra. All the chakras are very important though. But this one is your house of creativity, of expression, of emotion, of flow with life. It's not only about sex. Plus, the idea of sex that we have been taught on this matrix is also extremely limited and full of shame and guilt. So it is our job to free ourselves and to allow this energy to flow through us. That way we can vibrate at higher frequencies, we can become a beacon of light and help other people transcend these limitations and therefore elevate the whole vibration of this planet. This chakra is below your belly button, about an inch or two, whether you're a man or a woman. And it is a house of creativity, intimacy, emotional flow, sensuality, and sexuality. So I want to talk a little bit about sensuality. Sensuality, guys, is not about like being so sexy and like walking like this and whatever. Sensuality is actually expanded. I mean, it is about that, but also about many other things. And sensuality is about experiencing pleasure. Now, again, most people associate pleasure just with sex, with orgasm. But no, this is about embodying sensuality and pleasure with life, with your all senses. Now, maybe this is a little confusing to you and you're like, what, am I going to be making out with everything and everyone? But it's not about that. It's about really being in your body and really allowing yourself to experience life with pleasure. Like when you're looking at something, like I can tell you, for me, I love looking at the flowers. I have a lot of plants in my house, indoors, outdoors, and I love looking at the plants. I love feeding the animals in my backyard. Like I have some mice and I have some birds, and I like giving them food, and I have my pets, and I literally stand there in awe at their beauty, like looking at the beauty, the colors, the textures. I experience that pleasure through my eyes. When I'm eating, I love food. I love cooking, I love baking, and I love eating. And when I'm eating like fruit, when I have a bite and it's just so juicy and it's like dripping, like, you know, it's just so tasty. I love that. I experience pleasure with my mouth that is not linked to sex. When I smell, again, the food, the flowers, the sounds, when I listen to certain frequencies, to certain sounds, I love listening to my cat eating. We just got a cat and it eats and it makes just like, and I just love that. So all that it gives me pleasure. So it's about expanding the pleasure within you, right? So let's talk about what a closed chakra looks like and how does an open and balanced chakra looks like. And then I'm going to mention how can you do this? How can you start opening and balancing your sacral chakra? I'm also going to share a meditation on this. Please come back and look once I upload it. It's probably going to be the next video after this. And I'm also going to put it on the first comment, the link to it. Okay, so a closed sacral chakra is definitely lust. Okay, people that go through life seeing other human beings with lust, they cannot see like curves or certain shapes or the gray pants or whatever, and they start lusting over somebody, literally just wanting to use the body for sex. That is completely a closed sacral chakra. Now, everything that I'm saying, guys, here is not to like shame you or anything or shame anybody. It's just to teach you so you can transcend that and realize that you're missing out big on experiencing an open sacral chakra. Okay, so the closed chakra is also about numbness, like not being interested or feeling disconnected, not only from sex, like you're just not interested on it, like you don't want to have sex, or if you're having sex, you just feel completely disconnected, like you disassociate from your body or you disassociate from the person that you are and you're just in your body, you don't care about the other person, right? So it can present itself in different ways. Guilt or shame over sex, desire over your body, feeling dirty, feeling like sex is sinful, all those things that we're taught in church that are completely wrong. Okay, the whole cosmos, guys, is about creativity, about creation. It's all about sex. The universe might not be making out like we do, but it's all about the union of the divine feminine energy, the divine masculine energy of creation, creativity, and explosion into new things. So a closed sacral chakra is gonna make you feel guilty or ashamed of what you desire, what you may want to do in bed with your partner, like how do you feel, or about being open to orgasm, like those things, and feeling ashamed of your body, like your body parts, areas that you don't like about yourself, like you want to cover yourself, like you don't feel comfortable in your physical body, right? Or with your desires. And again, as I say, like feeling dirty, like even before sex, after sex, like just having that icky feeling. This can also be because you are with a partner that has a closed chakra too, and that you're not feeling connected heart to heart. So that could also give you that feeling of dirty or sinful, right? But it's not. So it's just part of the programming of the matrix. Actually, your sacral chakra is just so powerful, guys, in so many ways. All right, the next one about a closed one is not being trusting or feeling like you can be intimate. Like intimate, a lot of people connect like, oh, intimacy is having sex, but intimacy in reality is about connection. It's about connection with the other human being that you're there, being present, like really feeling open, like not only naked in your physical body, but soul naked, like open, like feel that you can be completely yourself and be received, and you also welcoming your partner within. So you have no trust that you can let go. You're not interested in intimacy. You're closed, and this connects with the heart chakra as well. So rigid behavior, no sensuality. That is about like literally porn is a great example of this. Like porn is literally they just get to it. There's no foreplay. There's no connection. The majority of people there don't even know each other. Like there is no intimacy, right? So a lot of times in relationships, this is the case, very sadly. I've experienced that during my marriage as well. It's like there's no connection. There's a rigidity, right? Like it's like kind of like get it done and move on. It's not seen as a sacred thing. Compulsive sex, also for people that cannot control themselves and that just have to have sex with anybody, anywhere, at all times. This is a way to escape their own selves and to look for some form of validation, either on their power or their masculinity, their femininity, like let me see if I still got it, or things like that, right? But it's a compulsivity for sex, and everything that is compulsive or addictive within our lives creates imbalances within us. Emotional instability, fear of vulnerability. Again, not opening the heart, not being present, not being connected, literally like having no emotions, like feeling no love. I had a boyfriend once, and I remember that he was like, sex has nothing to do with love. And it has everything to do with love. But he just couldn't see it. He just couldn't feel it, right? And that's about that fear of being vulnerable, like, and connecting with not trusting, right? Like, I cannot open completely to this person, so I'm just gonna have sex because it feels good. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna like unplug myself. This is the reason why a lot of one night stands, right? Like, you just go have sex. I don't want to get attached. I don't want anything to do with this person. Boom, right? But then again, you don't experience the good things. No creativity and you feel blocked. This is not only not creativity in bed. I'm talking about creativity in your life. It doesn't matter what you do. A lot of people think creativity is just like painting and dancing and sculptures, but creativity is put everywhere, in the way that you dress, in the way that you drive, in the way that you decorate your place, in the way that you organize your house. Like, it's literally everywhere, right? Like the way that you organize in business. All of this includes creativity. Now let's look at an open and balanced Swadhisthana chakra, right? Like your sacral chakra. You're comfortable with sexuality. You're comfortable talking about it. I'm not saying you have to go and talk about it with everybody, but like if you're with your partner, you can express yourself. You feel comfortable feeling the desires that you feel. You understand your body. You understand that it has its cycles. Especially women, like we have these cycles where we crave that. We have like our desire peaks, right, during the month, and then we have other times in the month that it just decreases, and it's all our hormones. So you get to know yourself, you get to know your body. How do you like to be touched? How do you like to initiate? How do you like all those things, right? Like you are comfortable with that. You're okay feeling what you do, whether somebody else's likes it or not, or approves it or not. Like, it's like you get to know yourself. It's about self-awareness and diving within. You're naturally sensual. Like, you begin to open all your senses to everything, like I mentioned before, like your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your ears, like outside of the bedroom, with everything. Like, another thing that I do is like, I love clothing that feels good. Like this feels very good to me in my skin. Like I love this fabric, right? I don't wear fabrics that I don't like. I don't like clothes that are super tight. So those things, you're naturally sensual, your smile, you're open, you have charisma, you're relaxed, you're comfortable in your body, you like your body, you love your body. It, regardless of shape, you're just enjoying being in this physical body, right? You have an emotional flow. This doesn't mean that you're emotional wreck, okay? That's a different thing. That's an imbalance as well. Your emotional flow, it's like you have learned to recognize your emotions when they come, and you know how to deal with them. You know when you're feeling angry or sad or disappointed or anxious, depressed. Like, you can sense all this wide range of emotions and know what to do with them, how to act with them, how to channel that energy, how to alchemize this energy right? And be comfortable with this. Like, you feel comfortable if you have to cry, whether you're a man or a woman, and you know, just you know how to communicate those emotions. Sex becomes sacred and life-giving. I remember feeling so drained during my marriage. And I was married 18 years, and I felt so drained after sex almost every single time, and I didn't understand why. And I couldn't understand why, because I was like, this is my husband, right? My husband of 18 years. So why am I feeling so drained? But now I understand that. We were lacking that spiritual connection, that openness, and I felt so drained. We didn't spend a lot of time together. My ex-husband wasn't working on his, you know, spiritual path. I started surpassing him a lot, and just didn't work out, right? But now I understand why. Because that life-giving, it was life-sucking. And if you're feeling drained with your sexual partner, it's time for you to look what's going on with you, with your partner. And if you really care about this relationship, then work on evolving this relationship, or maybe it's time to part ways, right? So sex becomes sacred, like the union of it. And this can only happen in a monogamous relationship, guys, because that's where you can build trust. That's where you can be open and, you know, vulnerable. This has to be like, you know, your best friend, somebody that you can be completely yourself. And you cannot do that with a stranger. You cannot truly open. You may get naked, but your heart, your energy fields, your electromagnetic field is not gonna expand and be open to share and to merge with the person, right? This can only happen with a monogamous relationship, where you can start building that connection and growingness. Deep presence, being completely fully here in the moment. And this needs to be extended not only during sex, but in life in general. When you're eating, be present. When you're driving, be present. When you're taking a shower, be present. When you are even doing things that you don't like, maybe you're cleaning, maybe you have to go fix your car and you don't want to do that, learn to be present. That is going to help you elevate to higher states of consciousness, being present. Pleasure, spiritual experience. Let me take this out. I put it on because it was making this sound, but right now it's not gonna make it. Okay, so deep pleasure, spiritual experience. Everything that is pleasurable for you, like I mentioned before, all the senses, you start practicing this. Like, really feel, if you're eating, really feel the food in your mouth. If you're looking at something, really appreciate the beauty. If you're looking at your partner, like, really dive within their eyes. Look at their hair, their skin, their cells. Like, observe with the eyes of awe, with beauty. We're miraculous things. We live in a gorgeous planet. Like, there's so many things to enjoy, to see. If you cannot see this, you're completely blocked, and you need to work on that, right? If you want to experience this, right? Otherwise, your senses stay close to that and you cannot experience that. Healthy boundaries. You create those healthy boundaries and you are happy sharing it, you're comfortable sharing it, and therefore you attract or elevate your own relationships into ones of higher consciousness, higher vibration. You're not going to be interested in partners that are vibrating low. You're just simply not going to be attracted. You're going to transcend the physicality. Even if they're super hot, even if they're super attractive, you can see them, you can even see them naked, and just the connection is not going to be there because you're going to be vibrating a lot higher. So you're just simply not going to be interested in just anyone. Now, with that, I want to say the higher that you go into this, the less people you're attracted to, because most people, as I said before, are operating in these 3 bottom chakras. So once you're into the higher chakras, all these people out here will not interest you sexually at all. Not even for friendships, to be honest. Okay. Creativity, magnetism, and inner radiance. This, once it's open in balance, you become very creative. Of course, you may have like one day or morning that you're feeling a little bit blocked, and you're like, oh, you're writing something, or you don't know what to paint or how to get creative on something, but then it flows. So in general, everything flows. All your creativity, you feel magnetic, you have that inner radiance, like it just emanates from within you. This confidence, this sensuality, this joy within begins to emanate and to show through you, whether you are dressed up or not. It's just something that flows. Is that charisma that I'm sure you have, or you have experienced that other people have. Now, what are things that you can do for this? Well, introspective, guys. Start observing yourself. Everybody's path is so unique. So you have to start observing yourself. How are you in regards to sex? Like, how do you feel? Which areas do you feel here that you are closed? Which areas that you feel that you're open and balanced? Then start working on that. Like, start diving within. Why am I numb with sex? Why do I not want to feel? Maybe you had very bad experiences in the past, right? So you're going to have to begin healing those and start working through those. Maybe you hadn't even realized, and maybe this video becomes an eye-opener, right? But it's all about introspective, and it's a process. Some things may come today, some things may come again in 5 more years. You know, it's just how it is. We go evolving, we go ascending, we go expanding, and just generating more light within, or absorbing more light within to experience higher states of consciousness. Other things that you can do is healing meditations, or just any meditation, but healing meditations about your womb, about your sexuality. Start observing, why have you picked the partners that you have? How do you feel when it comes to sex? How do you feel about like masturbation? Like all of those things, right? Because masturbation would also been taught that it was bad and sinful, and it's all about exploring your body. If you think about babies, I remember my babies. I have 3 kids that are now adults, but when they were babies, like they would explore their body, their feet, their hands, and including, you know, their genitals. And that is just part of it. That is part of your body. It's part of who you are. Now, again, if it's excessive or things like that, then, you know, again, we are in an imbalance. There's nothing to be ashamed. How else are you going to know what turns you on, what feels good, how do you like things, what you don't like? If you don't explore your body, how are you going to tell your partner? How are you going to build that trust and connection if you don't allow yourself to explore, or your partner to explore with you, right? This is a great opportunity, guys. The other thing that you can do is to practice with your partner. A monogamous relationship where you build trust, because that will really like practice connection, practice being present, practice laughing, admiring each other, thinking about, why did you fall in love with each other? Are you always rushed? Do you not care if your partner has an orgasm? Like all those things, right? Like you start looking at all those things and observing the areas where you can explore more. Are you creative? Start doing things, try new things. I heard a lot of people saying, I'm not creative. Everybody has creativity. You just haven't tapped into it. You just haven't let it flow. Because if you don't explore, how are you going to know? Start exploring. Grab some colors. Start coloring. It doesn't matter if it's ugly. Start coloring. Try to draw things. Dance. It doesn't matter if you're a bad dancer. Put music. Allow yourself to explore, to experience, to open up to new things. Go to a ceramics class. I mean, I don't know, the creativity, guys, is like immense. Grab an instrument, start playing something. Get creative. Organize your room in a different way. There's so many ways, guys. Expand your creativity. Practice sensuality. Practice being present, feeling everything. When you're showering, don't make it sexual necessarily. Explore the feeling of your hands, of the soap, the shampoo, the water falling on you. When you go to bed, like feel the sheets in your bed. Like start opening your senses in your body. They're not there just ornamental. They have a purpose. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.